Good morning and happy Friday, you guys. Let's get right to it. They say giving birth is the only cure for preeclampsia, but being able to diagnose and manage it early is critical to keeping the mother and child safe. This mom was among the 1 in 20 who developed it. High blood pressure, headaches, swelling, these are all symptoms of preeclampsia. It's the #1 reason for early delivery, but it also causes about 18% of deaths in moms. Well, now researchers at The Ohio State University have developed a simple test to accurately spot it early on in just 3 minutes.
So easy to use, it's non-invasive, and it's takes very little resources to actually conduct the test.
The test uses a special red dye that reacts to unique proteins in the urine of pregnant women. They expect the test to be approved by the FDA in the next few years. The latest research on marijuana is sort of a buzzkill. The study in Lancet finds people who use cannabis daily, so every single day, are at least 3 times more likely to develop a psychotic disorder than people who've never used the drug. If the THC potency is more than 10%, they're almost 5 times more likely to experience psychosis. And Game of Thrones star Emilia Clarke is just sharing the news that she suffered life-threatening aneurysm. She underwent surgery once after season 1 and then 2 years later. At one point, she could not even communicate and feared her career was over, leading to terrible anxiety, as you can imagine, also panic attacks. She's now at 100% and launched a charity that supports people recovering from brain injuries and strokes. GMA will talk much more about this right after our show.